Keen, Tosh?
Hello, yeah, it's Mr. Lyons speaking, James's dad. Can I speak to the headmaster, please? Oh. Well, can you tell me when he will be back at his desk? Right. I'll try again then. No, it's all right. I'll ring him.
Yeah, it's Legs Driving School, corner of Harlow and Elcott Street. 2 suspects on. Informants are Mr. Trevor Prade.
Yeah, I'm 50 yards away, Sarge.
There's 2 suspects, Gary. Backup's on way.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1 receiving.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, can you give us that exact location again? I only called Elcott Street.
Oi! They just left. This way. Oh, hang on. What's happened?
I saw him, his new rank, 2 blokes, one wearing a denim jacket, the other was... Oh, I don't know, come on, they'll get away!
All units, Sierra Oscar from 358. Suspects made off, one wearing denim jacket. North down at Elcott Street.
Down the alley!
All right, wait up.
There they are!
Oh, look out! Don't hold him there.
Yeah, I'll leave it out!
Oh, licked. Sierra Oscar from 358.
Location,
See how
Gary.
the geezy one, aren't we?
That's it. I'm round the back of the shop, Sarge, at the top end. Request transport for 2 bodies, Sarge. Come on. Oi, where is he? I thought you had him.
I did have, he just got away.
Sierra Oscar from 358, 1 suspect decamped, Elcott Street, IC1 wearing denim jacket.
You want us to take this one, Gary?
Now he's on our side, I think.
We heard you'd scored the double.
Yeah, for a moment I had.
Over ambitious, were we?
I'm not sure what we were.
I'll be off then, yeah?
Oh, no you won't. I'd like a word. Dave, could you hold on to this one? Right, I'd like you to come down to Sun Hill. Oh, it's all right. I'm not arresting you. I just want you to make a witness statement. And an explanation. You could have held on to a little bloke like that for as long as you wanted.
He was struggling a lot.
Want me to bag this up for you, Gary?
Oh, yeah, cheers, Kathy.
Anything else to go back to the station?
Just him. I'll jump in the back of the van too.
Right.
Tony, can you give Mr... What's your name?
Trevor Prade.
Mr. Prade a lift to Sun Hill.
Sure. Go on.
Dave? Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Can you ask the front office to make sure you don't do a runner?
Looks keen enough to me.
Morning, Tosh. Oh, good morning, James. How are you today? Is that a new aftershave you're wearing? Give it a rest. Where's the DI? That tie's just perfect with your shirt. I said give it a rest.
She's with Inspector Monroe. She'll be back in about half an hour.
No, that's
Is there a problem?
Cheers.
No. I just need to make a private call. OK?
Are you sure you don't want to tell me your name?
Well, you look over 17, so unless you want a solicitor or someone notified of your arrest, which would of course mean you'd have to tell me your name, I suggest you take a seat in cell number 3. Stephen.
But I thought you said he'd be back by now. No, he can't. I'm not sure where I'll be. Right, I'll ring back later. Bye. I'm sorry, Gov, I just needed a bit of privacy.
Business or pleasure?
Certainly no pleasure. It's personal, domestic.
I see. Look, if there's anything I can do to help...
That's very kind of you, Gov, but I can sort this out myself.
Good. OK, look, there's been a burglary at Legs Driving School. Alistair's on a bumblebee obbo with Suzi, so I want you to go with June. She's got the details.
Right, OK. You sure you've left enough room, June?
They're here to learn, aren't they? It'll be a challenge for them.
Or a broken sidelight for you.
This door's been done before.
Good morning. I'm DC Lyons, Sunhill. This is WPC Ackland.
Hello.
I understand you had a burglary.
Yeah, Mr. Legs through there.
Thank you. Mr. Lake?
Yes.
DC Lyons, Sunhill. I'm sure you were asked to leave everything where it was.
Why should I? Nothing's been taken.
Really? My understanding was the cash box had been stolen.
Well, I haven't lost one.
I tell you, this is the 5th, maybe the 6th break-in this year, but he won't do a thing about it. He never reports it to your lot. And he tells me not to worry. Not to worry. What if someone breaks in when I'm working late?
Hang on, has anything ever been taken?
Oh, yes. Cash box goes every time.
With how much in it?
£200-300. A lot of our pupils pay in cash. He told me this morning to say nothing to you, so you won't say anything to him, will you? I mean, I'd hate to get into trouble. Oh, Mr. Franks.
There's nothing more I can tell you. I haven't lost any property, there wasn't any real damage, and I have a lesson to give.
I get the message, Mr. Legg, that you do not wish to report this incident as a crime, and you do not wish for further police involvement. Is that the case?
It is, yes.
Right.
Sorry to keep you, Mr. Franks.
Tosh.
Yes?
I think you should hear what this lady's got to say.
What's that?
Well, I was only mentioning how this is the 5th, maybe the 6th break-in this year, but Mr. Legg won't do a thing about it.
But he's losing £200 or £300 each time.
Well, if he is, he's not too concerned about it. He doesn't want our help. Hold on a second.
You're not going to leave it there, are you?
Well, if that's what Mr. Legg wants.
And what about what I want? Look, it wasn't just his money they took this time.
What, did you have something taken?
My radio.
Was it expensive?
That's not the point. It's my property. I have to work here the same as Mr. Legg, and I'm asking you to find out who keeps breaking in.
This is an accident involving a police vehicle, Mr. Legg. Can you ask your pupil to switch off, if he can find first gear?
Oh, it's all right. There's no damage. That's what bumpers are for. Just leave it.
Perhaps you're right.
You know I'm right.
He won't keep you long now.
That's all right. There's a lot of constables like you and Gary here, isn't there?
How do you mean?
Well, you know, I mean... It's a long
Trevor.
time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we go in?
This isn't fair, Tosh. Tosh?
I'm sorry, June.
So?
It's young James. One of his teachers says she saw him taking something at school.
Stealing?
Taking something as in using a controlled drug.
Well, what does James say?
Oh, he denies it and denies it and denies it. In fact, in between the tears, he's been denying it all night long.
But you don't believe him?
I want to. Oh, God, I want to. But this job, you should believe nobody.
At first, I thought they was taking the leak. They had their backs to me across the road. Then I saw one of them had a chisel or something. It was pricing open the door. They got it open and they went, and that's when I dialed 999 from the phone box opposite.
Were you watching the door when they came out?
Nah, I thought I heard a siren. Looked back down the road. The next thing is, the two of them were going the opposite direction. And that's when you come along.
So you didn't see the faces until we went behind the shops?
Nah. So what?
And the first time you were able to get a good look at the one in the denim jacket was when you had him on the ground?
Yeah.
And you only saw who the other one was when I brought him back?
What are you getting at?
I think you knew him, Trevor. The one I arrested certainly seemed to know you.
Is that what he said?
He didn't have to say it. You could see it in his face.
Well, he's probably just knocked 'cause I gave you a hand. Not that I've had much thanks.
Trevor, we're always grateful for public help, but in this case, I have to be certain that you did help. Now, what was in the cash box?
I don't know.
Was there any money in it? Did your man take it?
I didn't see. And I didn't take it, if that's what you're getting at. I tried to help. That's the way I am. I want to be a policeman, you know.
No kidding. Well, you can prove it to me now by helping me. Now, who was the bloke I nicked?
Did you get him?
Yeah. No, thanks to his snotty secretary. Does she not think I'm a busy man?
And?
I was having a formal interview with James and the teacher who saw him. Well, says she saw him at dinner time. Till then, there's nothing I can do.
Tosh?
Yeah?
The bloke I nicked for the driving school job. Turns out he was at Dunford Comprehensive with Trevor Praed. Even though Trevor reported the burglary, I thought he might have been on it himself. But he was just worried about the other bloke knowing him.
Hang on, what other bloke?
The bloke I nicked. Graham Atkin.
Well, what about the one that got away? I mean, does this Trevor know him as well?
Nope, swears blind he never saw him before. Maybe Graham Atkin will give you a name.
Look, this is your chance to tell us what happened, Graham. Who are you with?
For the benefit of the tape, Mr. Ackland has just shrugged his shoulders, just as he did in answer to the last question and the question before that.
Is there something wrong with your arm, Graham? Come on, roll your sleeve up.
We've just seen that Mr. Ackland has a badly infected group of wounds on his lower left arm. In order to get medical attention, interview suspended at 10:50.
358 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead, Reg.
Yeah, what is your current location, Gary?
I'm approaching the Bronte estate.
Can you go to Morrison House, flat 128, where the occupier, a Mr. Praed, would like a word?
Is that Trevor Praed, Reg?
No, it's Trevor's father. He says someone's just poured petrol through his letterbox.
Mrs. Praed? Morning. PC McCann, Scannell. Heard you had some trouble. Petrol through the letterbox?
You took your time getting here. Harold? You finally made it.
Any chance you could stop telling the old estate about it? Come in. Right, I want an explanation. And if I don't get it from you, I'll get it from a proper copper.
Proper, sir?
Yeah, not just someone stuck in a uniform to make up the numbers.
Dad!
Shut it! So, what have you been using my son for that's got us attacked?
Haven't been using your son for anything, sir. Right, now when did this incident occur?
About half an hour ago.
Did you hear or see anything?
No. Neither did the neighbours, because I asked.
Have you fallen out with anybody on the estate?
I'm well respected round here. Other decent English residents, at least. Because you've been forcing Trevor to name names, isn't it?
Your son chose to assist us with an arrest this morning. He wasn't forced to do anything, sir.
You arrested someone? You cretin. It's bad enough threatening to join the old bill without doing their work for them already.
Aren't you happy with your son's choice of career, sir?
You're joking. What do you think my mates will say if they know my son's one of the filth?
Right. Well, if anyone bothers you again, don't hesitate to call us.
If I do call, I'll know who not to ask for.
In that case, I'll look forward to not hearing from you, sir.
Anything? No burglaries reported at the driving school. What about Leg?
Nothing on Derek Leg, but how about Malcolm Leg? Same address as Derek. He's only 19, so it's probably his son.
Oh, what's he been up to?
Practically anything that's got him cash. He needs it for his habit.
Heroin?
Yep.
I wonder where he went to school.
Yeah, well, thanks very much for your help. We need to speak nearer the time. Yeah, if you just give me a few days' warning, I can get all the facts and figures together. Well, if you think it's going to help, I'll be only too pleased. OK? Bye.
I thought you couldn't do anything till dinner time.
I needed to talk to someone, June. Another parent. Someone with similar problems.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult.
That was the chairperson of the PTA. Do you know, I've never been to one of their meetings. When do I get time?
Well, you've committed yourself now.
Yeah, well, she seems like a nice lady. She's got 3 kids of her own. 2 girls, no problems. And a lad who's up to every trick in the book. Why is it always boys?
You want me to answer that?
Anyway, there's a parents' meeting next month about drugs in schools. Would I go and talk about it from the police point of view?
Do you think that'll help your James?
You know, sometimes, June, I wonder, is it because I'm in the job that he gets into all these scrapes? I mean, his mates can wind him up. Don't ask James, he'll do it. Because even if he gets caught, his old man's not going to nick him.
Gosh, young James is damn lucky to have a dad like you who listens to him and cares about him. Half the kids who are in drug trouble never even see their fathers.
Yeah, I know. That's what the woman said. At least we're talking. You've got to keep talking.
Hang on! I want the word. Take it easy. What's up?
I thought I was to say sorry, like, for my dad. He was just trying to wind you up.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
Hadn't you? Yeah. He hates your lot. Only, I didn't want you to think I was the same.
Trevor, when you say your lot, do you mean black people?
Colours and that, yeah. You wouldn't say anything about this, would you? I know you're no longer supposed to be racist in the Met, and I don't care what colour your skin is. But if someone said my dad hated blacks, well, it might go against me on my application, mightn't it?
It doesn't matter what your dad thinks. It's your attitudes that counts. When are you going to apply?
You believe me about wanting to join, then?
Oh, yeah. I recognise a disappointed father when I see one.
Got to take some blame.
What, for being the world's worst dad? Tosh, come come on, the hours you put in.
Yeah, the hours I put in here.
But they must know that you're doing it for them.
They just know I'm never there.
Look, nobody would choose to work as hard as you do. Well, nobody with a life, anyway. Oh, no, tell me I'm guessing wrong. Oh, I told you things could only get better.
And it's not even dinner time yet. Mr. Legg seems a bit more security conscious at home.
Yes? Mrs. Legg? WPC Ackland, DC Lions, Sun Hill.
Hello.
Is it Derek? Has there been an accident?
No, it's nothing like that. It's Malcolm we're after.
Is your son at home, Mrs. Legg?
He doesn't live here anymore. He moved out months ago.
Do you think we could come in and have a chat?
If you must, I suppose.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What's Malcolm done now?
Oh, I wondered if we could just use the bathroom first, please. We had a bit of trouble with the car.
Yes. Use the one at the top of the stairs, if you don't mind. First on the right.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
My mates think I'm mad. Well, you might lose quite a few of them if you go through with it.
What's happening?
Some trouble over by your flats.
Well, should we go back there, see if we can help?
Nah, area car's dealing with it. Anyway, you ain't in the job yet, Trevor.
Up until then, you couldn't hope for a better son. Look at that certificate. One of the youngest grade 8s in London he was. I said he should go professional, but oh no, he said he wasn't good enough to earn a living playing the piano. But you only had to listen to him to know that wasn't true.
Did he perform in school concerts?
Of course.
The school being?
Done for comprehensive.
So what went wrong?
How should I know? I'm only his mother.
Well, when did you find out about the drugs?
It was about a year ago, I suppose. His father found some foil in his bedroom. Derek's no fool. He's read all the leaflets, seen the adverts.
Didn't you ask for professional help?
Derek wouldn't hear of it. Didn't want social workers knowing about our problems.
Well, we know about them. Isn't that worse? We've known about Malcolm's habit ever since he started stealing to pay for it.
Has he been stealing from your husband's business, Mrs. Legg? Look, there's a jug full of syringes in the upstairs bathroom. Why's that?
I'm diabetic as well.
Well, you're the only diabetic I've ever met who uses recycled syringes. And what about the padlock on the inside of the front door? You can't reach there, so it's not for your security. Please, Mrs. Legg, tell us. What's going on?
Reference that disturbance on the Bronte, Sarge. Neighbours report a youth in a denim jacket fighting with an older bloke. Both scarred as soon as we turned up.
We'll drive around, Sarge, but you know what it's like up here. Yeah, all received, Dave.
Youth in denim jacket. Mean anything to you, Trevor?
Could be anyone.
Yep, could be the one from this morning's burglary. The one that got away from you. Are you sure you don't know his name?
Derek said he'd do this if Malcolm ever stole from him again. I hadn't realised he got the syringes ready.
For what?
Derek knows what to do. He's read all about detoxification. He thinks he can cure Malcolm if he can just get him home and keep him here for a bit.
How does your husband possibly think he can cure Malcolm?
By giving him heroin. Not too much, of course. You just give him a little less each day until Malcolm's better.
There's just one tiny little problem, Mrs. Legg.
Where does your husband think he can get the heroin from?
He knows where to go. He's bought enough to make a start. He said he was going to bring Malcolm home at lunchtime today.
Do you know where Malcolm's living now, Mrs. Legg?
Bronte Estate, I think. Derek couldn't bring himself to tell me. Malcolm's pigsty, he calls it.
Look, can I use your phone, please?
All units Sierra Oscar. Attention requested to Mr. Legg.
No,
IC1
let's
male,
hear it.
Aged about 45. Height 5 feet 10. Wearing a corduroy jacket, check shirt, brown tie. Believed to be heading to the Bronte. He is known to be looking for his son, Malcolm Legg, who is a suspect for the burglary at the driving school this morning. Address not known.
Come on, Trevor. You know where Malcolm lives, don't you?
Yeah, be nice where I live. And don't forget the petrol he delivered.
When did he threaten you?
As soon as I had him on the ground. I saw it was him and I had to take him serious, didn't I?
Well, if you give us his address, we can put him away. Hey, you're not scared, are you?
All right. It's a squat on the other side of the estate. I'll show you.
Oh, Trevor, just give me the flat number, eh? Come on.
But Derek says it's not our fault. And we're not to think like that. He says it could happen to any parent, no matter how much love they give their children.
He could be right.
Nothing's going to make Malcolm better if his father can't help him.
There are lots of people who can help with drugs.
But they're not his father. They can't do as much as Derek could. I mean, would you do all this for your kids?
That's flat 3, Attlee House, Bronte Estate. Neighbours report a disturbance. Gary's already on way.
Shouts assisting, Sarge.
Stay there!
Come on, I'm having it!
Come on, get off him! Off him! That's enough.
All right, come on, break it up. He wouldn't come home with his own father. Oh, come on.
All right. Oh, dear.
Is it serious?
The damage isn't. Your tattoo's the problem.
Hey?
If you want to join the Met, you're going to have to get rid of it. No tattoos allowed on lower arms or hands.
You're joking.
Afraid not, Trevor. You see, they still got some rules about the colour of your skin.
Oh, Tosh?
Yes, go.
I just took a call from your wife. She said the school had been on to her with an apology. A case of mistaken identity, apparently.
Thanks, Gov.
Everything okay now?
Very much so, June, thanks. Very.
Who is it?
Monica Hardy. Is she still inside? Right.
Right, excuse me, please. The end flat.
Yes,
Excuse me, please. Let me through, please. This one here. Mrs. Hardy? Mrs. Hardy, this is PC Garfield. Would you mind answering the door, please?
Maybe she can't. It was a terrible row. Do you know who was in there with her? Yeah, it was her husband, Matt. I saw him run off.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Hardy? Are you all right in there, Mrs. Hardy? Monica?
You gonna break in?
Yeah, go on.
Sierra Oscar from 181 receiving.
Go ahead.
We're at 214 Netherlake Estate. Occupant believed injured. Authority to effect entry.
Minimal damage, please.
All right, move back. Come on.
Yeah, well back, please. Keep well back.
Look, go away. I'm all right. Mrs. Hardy, can we come up for a minute, please?
Yeah, okay.
What are you lot looking at?
Anywhere near Camber Road, Mike?
Not far.
Attempted theft of a motor vehicle. The informant is a Mr. Thompson outside number 4848.
Where's the area car then?
Can you deal?
On way, Sarge.
Look, I don't need a doctor, okay?
OK, but I think
No!
Where's your husband, Mrs. Hardy?
What about him?
He was seen leaving here just before we arrived.
Mrs. Hardy, we can help you with your letters.
Look, we had a row. It got a bit out of hand, that's all.
That's all?
Yeah. There's enough trouble as it is.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's no point in locking him up. He's already inside. You should know, Walworth, 18 months.
Then what was he doing here?
He got leave to visit his dad. Accident at work or something. Hospital in Maidenhead.
How much leave?
24 hours.
So when's he due back?
Yesterday.
So what happened?
His sister were there, at the hospital. Bet she couldn't wait to tell him the cow. When Matt's inside, it's just as hard for me, you know. I mean, I've got a life, I know. I can't be a nun all the time.
All right, all right. Now, where do you think your husband is now?
Like you said, he's in enough trouble as it is.
Winningdale Manor Road, number 24. A friend called Jeff lives there. Matt's gone to sort him out.
The way he sorted you out?
It's this floor. What number was it?
24, it's on the left.
218 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead.
24 Winningdale Manor Road, a disturbance. Can you deal?
Yeah, on way, Sarge. ETA, 1 second.
Right, you! Drop it! Drop it! Oi, come here! Oi! Come here! Oi! Excuse me, Craig!
It's no good. We'll never find him in there.
Do you want me to call in his description?
No, yeah, OK, I'll do it.
Did you see this happen then?
Well, not really. I was in there trying to call you.
But you did see someone?
Yeah, I was on my way back home. He was over at that car first, then he went away, come back to that one. That's when I got suspicious. And then he's come over to this one.
Well, why didn't you call us sooner?
Well, who do you think I am, then, for Christie? You only just missed him, you know.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Look, do you think you'd recognise him again?
I doubt it.
Dave, this one's been done as well, mate.
Fancy that.
Yeah?
Jim Carver in.
Who wants to know?
Price, Jeff Price.
Well, if it isn't Gary Banner. He's driving a minicab now, that's a turn up for the books. Gary!
Obviously a friend of yours.
He'd be sorry he did that.
Protection?
Yeah, why not?
You've got to be kidding.
Look, I only just got out of my flat in time. Matt Hardy's after me in a big way.
So?
Well, he's got to know I grassed him up.
Oh, big deal.
Oh, thanks a lot, Mr. Carver. He wants to pulp me and you don't give a toss.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, I helped you, remember?
Yeah, which you were well paid for.
Oh, yeah, but not enough to be dropped right in it.
I'll get real.
Look, he's on the run. He shouldn't even be out there.
Yeah, so you said. Look, now, just calm down.
Oh, yeah, calm down. Oh, that's great advice, that, isn't it? I feel better already.
Get someone else to hold your hand.
Look, you wanted Matt Hardy and I gave him to you on a plate. I expected much more than this, you know.
But we'll find him.
Meanwhile...
OK. OK, look, I'll have a word with the DCI, see what I can do. No promises, though.
Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
And do you think Gary Banner's responsible?
Yes, sir. I nicked him 6 weeks ago for theft. Cars are his thing.
So he probably did the ones yesterday.
Pete, one of them wasn't the magistrates.
What do you mean?
The one that gave him bail. That'd teach you.
So, when's he due in court?
Tomorrow. He's looking at 12 months, I hope. But in the meantime...
He's making hay while the sun shines.
Thinks he's got nothing to lose, sir.
Think you can get him?
Well, he's not going to stop just because I've seen him. We're not having much luck on foot, sir.
I thought you'd say that.
Well, no, it's not that, sir. It's just that, well, he's got to be dropping a gear off somewhere. And if we can't get him breaking into the cars, then perhaps we can intercept him afterwards.
Where?
Well, at his flat. He's not going to risk driving along for long, not with stolen property in the car.
All right, you can have the spare car.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, but Dave, don't make it personal.
No, sir. He picks a quiet street, then he does all the top-of-the-range motors there.
What about the shout on Camber Road?
Missed him by a whisker.
Yeah, Steve Loxton said the same yesterday. He didn't know it was Banner, though.
It's too much of a coincidence. He's got a CB aerial as well.
Right, so someone's got a scanner and is tipping him off.
Yeah.
Looks like it, yeah.
Right. What's the plan?
We thought if a call comes in that could be Banner, we treat it as normal. If he gets caught, great. If not, we'll be waiting for him when he tries to dump the gear off at home. He's got a gift for the obvious.
Hi, Donna. Have you got a picture of Matthew Hardy?
214 Netherlake Estate.
Hey?
Will that do you?
What's going on?
Norika and George, he gave them the slip earlier.
They do know he's on the loose from the Knicks, don't they?
Yeah, they do. If you want them, they still might be in the canteen.
Great. Thanks.
So you let him get away then, George?
He came at us with a chair leg.
Oh, yeah, that's what they all say.
George, what's all this about Matt Hardy?
Well, we got called to a flat and he was there.
So what happened?
Well, he legged it before we could do anything.
Now, would that be Jeff Price's flat?
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, vaguely. Look, do you think Hardy's still in the area?
Well, if Price is, I'd say Hardy is too.
Yeah, and he's not a very happy man.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Well,
Thanks.
Hardy's been banged up, so's his missus, but, like, in a different sense, if you like.
Say that again.
Eh?
What, Price has been knocking off Hardy's wife?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Monica who?
Shut it!
OK.
Look, why didn't you tell me?
What's to tell?
Ah, that's the reason Matt's after you, isn't it? Isn't it?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, come on.
Oh, do you think I was going to hang around to find out? Excuse me, Matt, but do you want to smash my head in because I grassed you up? Or is it because your wife goes like a train? I know it's a small point, mate, but Jim Carver would like to know.
So how long's it been going on with Monica?
Not long.
So when did it start?
I don't keep a diary.
What, before Matt was put away?
No.
Or just after? Or just after?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
OK, yeah, just after. So what?
So Monica knows you informed on Matt?
Well, what do you think?
Well, I do not believe I am hearing this. You used me to put Matt away, didn't you? Didn't you?
You wanted him out of the way, didn't you? You and old what's-his-name Woods.
You set Matt up.
No.
He didn't do that Tallow Street job, did he?
Matt is a crook. You know that, and I know that. And now he's banged up. And good riddance to him, I say. I can't see what all the fuss is about.
218 from Sierra Oscar. Yeah, go ahead. Yunus Kahan Street, theft from motor vehicles. Can you deal? On way. 340 from Sierra Oscar. You get that, Dave?
Thanks, Sarge. Give Banner a moment to get home, then spoil his day.
Alan, I need a word.
Go ahead.
I've booked us out on an inquiry.
Right. All right.
Better go inquiring then.
No sign of his car.
Someone's here, though. Come on. Is Gary Banner in?
No.
Do you mind if we have a look?
Oh, what is this?
You are?
Claire Small.
We'd just like to have a word with Gary, that's all.
He's not here.
Do you know where he is?
I want you to leave.
We'd like to rule him out of our inquiries. Now, you can help us do that quickly, or we'll be back. Again and again.
This is harassment.
No, this is obstruction. You're stopping us from doing our job. Now, you can help us and we'll be out of here in 2 minutes.
Sierra Oscar from 181. Oscar receiving.
Scanner.
You've been using this?
No wonder Banner's quick off the mark.
Well?
Don't look at me.
What's the scanner for?
I don't know. Ask Gary.
And the CB.
We're running a cab firm.
But he's about to go to prison. Have you been monitoring police frequencies and tipping Gary off?
I told you. We're running a cab firm.
No, we could do it for the scanner.
No. No, it's Gary I want. He's got to be dropping a gear somewhere.
What then?
Search every single address we can find that he's ever set foot in.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious. The only joke is that he's out on bail.
So it looks like we got Hardy put away for the only crime he didn't do.
So the checks and the shotgun are all planted?
We acted in good faith. We have done nothing wrong.
Yeah, and who's going to believe us if this comes out?
I know. Look, at best, we'll just look totally stupid.
And at worst, it looks like we fitted him up.
Now, we'll have to plead ignorance and take our chances.
No. Why risk it?
Well, what then?
Just keep quiet.
You think so?
Well, if it ever comes out, then of course we plead ignorance.
Well, the trouble is, we know he is innocent.
So?
So what if that comes out as well?
Well, obviously. But I still think the best way is see if we can bury it. If we don't see anything, who's going to find out? I mean, after all, Hardy did plead guilty.
Well, who wouldn't with what we found on him?
So, who else knows?
Monica.
What, Hardy's wife?
Jeff said she was involved.
Is that definite?
No.
Jim, when you booked us out, did you say how long we'd be? Right, before we can cover our backs, we better find out how bad the damage is.
Oh, you.
Hi, Monica.
Found Matt.
No,
Bye.
but you do want him found.
On information received. Oh, yeah. What would that be then, Dave?
Haven't you ever heard of Mr. and Mrs. Sauce and their son Reliable?
Yeah, sounds a handy family to know.
They are.
Come on, it's a warrant, not the Booker Prize.
There. Poetry.
Nice one, Byron.
He's been on the phone a couple of times. Abuse, mainly. Wants to know where Jeff is.
Do you know where Jeff is?
No, I rang to say that Matt were after him, but, well, that's it.
And nothing more.
No. Look, it's over.
You can't persuade Matt to turn himself in.
He won't. Oh, he's found Jeff.
How long have you known Jeff?
What do you mean? None of your business.
Before Matt was sent down?
Get stuffed.
It's been suggested that you and Jeff wanted Matt out the way.
What rubbish! Who suggested that? More of your lies, is it?
No.
Look, Matt's my husband. I mean, why would I want him locked up?
It worked out all right, though, didn't it?
It did, as a matter of fact. But not the way that you're thinking.
How do you mean?
You. Fitting him up.
We didn't fit him up.
He was caught red-handed.
That's a joke. You couldn't catch Matt fair and square.
Oh, but we did.
You reckon? The charges against him were pathetic. You know, I mean, he were creasing himself.
Finds prison funny, does he?
He were happy to go down. It were for nothing compared to what he'd really done.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You should know. He coughed the lot. Couldn't wait. They're wiped off his slate now. You can't touch him. But the best bit, Matt gets half his sentence for being so helpful.
I don't think we need to hang around here anymore, Jim.
And you thought you were so clever. Well, let me tell you something. He's still laughing.
The courtroom's free if you'll come this way.
Who's sitting?
Mrs. French. What?
She's the one who granted Gary bail in the first place.
Nice.
There are applications for some warrants, Your Worship.
I swear by Almighty God that the contents of my information are true to the best of my knowledge and belief. David Patrick Quinnan, PC 340, attached to Scannell Police Station, Your Worship.
Hardy's not going to want the case reopened any more than we do.
No, that's good news all round.
He's laughing all right.
Well, not when it comes to his wife, he isn't.
Just Jeff to worry about then.
I've just had an idea I think you'll like.
And you believe the goods to be car radios, mobile telephones, that sort of thing?
Yes, particularly electrical goods. The suspect has a long history of similar offences.
The information received, that applies to all these addresses?
Yes, Your Worship.
Tell me a bit more about this information.
It's from a very reliable source.
And is that all there is to go on?
No, the suspect has also been under observation.
At each address?
Yes.
That must require a considerable amount of manpower. And how long has he been under observation?
A month.
Really?
On and off. Your Worship is correct in pointing out the shortage of available manpower.
His collection of stolen mobile phones must be vast if he needs 10 houses to store them in. Which address do you think the most likely?
I couldn't say, Your Worship.
But you hope that if you search enough addresses, you might come up with something. To me, this looks like an excuse for what you would call a fishing trip. I'm sorry, PC Quinnen, but from your evidence, there are insufficient grounds to allow these applications.
If I give you a fiver, can I bring a couple of mates next time?
Very funny.
It was, Dave.
Yeah, sure.
Where are we heading?
Back to Banner's flat.
Oh, come on, Dave, you've just been turned down.
There's no harm in driving past, is there?
This is getting personal, isn't it?
Look, just shut up, will you?
Hardy's well known in there.
Yeah, think of yourself as the honey in the trap.
Just say you're looking for Matt Hardy, and if anyone sees him, you'll be back at your flats.
You can't make me do this.
No, we can't.
Well then.
What would Monica say if we told her what you'd done?
She wouldn't believe you.
No.
Our governor would.
He might get a sudden urge to reinvestigate the case from top to bottom.
And do you know what he'd ask? This shotgun and these blank building society checks, who planted them?
Well, you don't think it was me, do you?
I wonder.
You can't prove anything?
No. We did with Matt. Remember?
And he had nothing to do with it at all.
What if he's in there already?
We'll arrest him.
Yeah, but when he sees me, you won't be able to stop him.
Let us worry about that.
Jeff, don't even think about not coming back.
How many more times are we just going to drive past?
One more.
Dave, this is a waste of time. Banner could be anywhere.
Right. Let's see how the minicab business is getting on.
Look, come off it! You can't go anywhere near the place unless you made a pig's ear of the warrants.
You don't have to come if you don't want to.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, cheers, Dave.
Well, that was quick.
Surprise, surprise. Where to now, then?
Your flat.
Ah, no way. Look, I've done my bit. You don't need me there.
In?
No.
You just give me one excuse, even the smallest.
Where's Gary?
I don't know.
You do realise it's an offence to monitor police frequencies?
Oh, come on, Claire. You're in enough trouble as it is.
We can have deception, aiding and abetting, receiving and handling stolen goods.
Hold on.
You live on Dishman Road, don't you? Well, I look forward to going round there later on.
Where's Gary?
I don't know.
Look, Claire, I'm sure he is a very nice bloke. But is he worth doing time for? Think about it.
02 to base. 02 to base.
You better answer it. Go on. Answer it.
02 to base.
Come in 02.
Got a customer in Purchase Avenue. Wants to know what the traffic's like to the airport.
I didn't think minicab drivers were allowed to pick up customers off the street. Well, it's all clear. You better tell him. Tell him.
02 from base. No reports.
Purchase Avenue, was it? Sierra Oscar from 340.
Go ahead, 340.
Purchase Avenue, Sarge. Believed theft from motor vehicle now taking place. Can someone deal? Where does he keep the gear?
My flat.
Here we go. Radio.
Yeah. Looks like we've missed him.
Yeah.
Sierra Oscar from 218. Yeah, we've located Gary Banner's minicab, Sarge. Hold on a sec.
All right, Gary. I'm arresting you for theft. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Come on, sunshine.
Well, it's not fair, this. Why don't I drop out of sight for a while? I mean, Matt's bound to turn up sooner or later, isn't he? I mean, and if it's all the same with you, I think I'd be better off on my own.
No.
Oh, come on.
The reason we are here in this little mess is because you couldn't keep your stupid little trousers on. So, when Matt arrives, you let him in, we'll do the rest, all right?
Very nice collection.
Mike, Dave.
Yeah, in here.
Me, I prefer teapots and horse brasses. Hello, Gary. I thought you were taking somebody to the airport.
The traffic was a bitch.
Oh, shame.
You got to be really sick to enjoy what you do.
Roach, where are you? I didn't do nothing. I swear. Oh, get off me. You're hurting me. It's me neck. Come here, get off. It's all right. Come on. I'm going to get you. Get him out of there.
You got him, Jim? Jim, got it all sorted. You brought the prisoner in.
Yes, sir.
Great.
That's that buried, then.
It's not as easy as you think, keeping quiet. It wears you down.
What?
And the other thing to watch is that neither of us suddenly finds religion. Because with it comes that terrible urge to confess. Now, I've seen it, Jim. Nothing's ever truly buried.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 1.
Go ahead, sir.
Vehicle check, please, Tony. Hotel 96 Victor Tango Hotel.
Stand by.
Blue Ford Sierra. Or was.
No trace lost or stolen, sir. Last keep
shown Tom Kenyon, 66 Cheetham Road.
Received, Tony.
Fire services there now, Sarge. Cutting him out.
He's lucky to be alive then, this lad.
I don't know, Sarge. Mr. Munro reckons he had half his face ripped off. Must have been quite spectacular.
It's not a circus, Tony. It's a near fatal.
Sarge.
How'd the lorry driver get on?
Well, apparently he's been a bit battered by an overeager civilian.
Get easy, me.
This is a waste of time, Sarge.
It's all right, mate. You understand perfectly what I'm talking about. You've got these in Spain. You just blow in there.
Mira, he's pretending.
If you don't do this now, we arrest you, we take you down the station, and we do it there. Mira, sácame. Hey! Got a result. He's pretending not to understand, sir. He's refusing to take a breath test. Right, nick him and get him down to the station. We know he's been drinking. Yeah, I can smell it. Mira, uno de tus compañeros me atacó. No comprende. Get him out of here. Right, I'm arresting you for refusing to take a breath test. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Of course you don't. Gary!
Yes, sir.
Go in the ambulance with the victim, will you? Keep us up to date.
Yes, sir.
Carpenter, sir. The apprehended the driver. Very public-spirited of you, Mr. Carpenter.
Oh, you got to do these things, haven't you, being British, you know what I mean?
Put up a struggle, did he?
Yeah, you can say that again.
Accounts for the cuts and bruises.
Well, he was trying to run away, weren't he? You know what I mean? I heard this crash. When I come out, I see him trying to leg it.
Mr. Carpenter's going abroad later today, sir.
Yeah, Munich. I do a run there every 2 weeks.
I see, so you need to take a proper statement now. Well, if you wouldn't mind coming down to the station...
Certainly, I consider it my duty and a pleasure. I'll just get my coat.
If he sees Royal Britannia in the car, nick him for breach of the peace. Oh, sir. Do we know the driver is yet? Well, this was on the back seat. Name on the inside says Michael Kenyon. The registered keeper is a Mr. Kenyon. And what do you rate to this, though, Reg? Ecstasy. I'll put money on it.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 1.
Go ahead, sir.
We'll need the FME and a Spanish interpreter ASAP.
Received.
Yes, sir. Have a nice day. There's no pleasing some people, is there? You'd think we were responsible for all this. All right, George? Oh, well, I would be, sir. If it wasn't for the great British public. Oh, we'll have you on your way soon. Is kid still alive? Just. What did the lorry driver do? Forget we drive on the leg? He's been drinking. Oh, nice one.
Sierra Oscar 358. ahead, Gary.
Yeah, I'm on the way to the hospital, Tony.
Don't look like the victim's going to make it.
Looks like we're dealing with a fatal now.
Yeah, a Spanish-speaking person, please. Thank you.
Wish we could get on with it. If we don't get a move on, he's going to sober up.
Hello, can you explain to him that we've arrested him for drink driving, that we're waiting for an interpreter, that we will be wanting to take a breath test and the medical examiner will come and check him out, and of course that he's entitled to a solicitor and to make a phone call.
Why can't we just get him to blow into the magic bag and have done with it?
Because we can't do it without an interpreter. Foreigners have rights too, even when they've killed a kid. Okay, can we process this then, please? What is your name?
Paco Mendez. So what's he doing as interpreter coming from Spain?
Okay, what is your address?
Número 23, calle San Miguel Gate de Gorgos, Alicante.
Fancy you getting a chest while we're waiting?
30311.
Bob, get George and Narika to see the registered keeper of the car. We need to make an identification of the body.
Sir. 30 minutes ago. OK, thanks. Well, she left nearly half an hour ago, sir.
She?
Miss Eleanor Glue.
Glue?
G-L-E-W.
Great. So our interpreter's lost in the wilds of Sun Hill somewhere, is she?
Well, if and when she does arrive, we better ask her if she got stuck in traffic.
Meanwhile, we just sit and twiddle our thumbs, do we? Spanish consulate's been informed, I presume.
May we?
Right, come on. Cheers, Ray. Let's go, Manuel.
I can do a cursory examination, but without someone to speak his language, I can't really say whether he's fit to be interviewed. An accident like that can cause shock. If he hit his head on impact...
He was running away from the scene, Doctor. He got those marks from an overzealous citizen doing his bit for British justice.
You say you used the minimum of force to restrain him?
Well, he was struggling, wasn't he? I mean, they do wriggle about, don't they?
They?
The eye ties.
He was Spanish.
Same difference. I know, I do a run to Spain. You can't tell them apart.
You never actually saw him in the driver's cab?
Yeah, as. I saw him jump down as I come out of the office. Legging it he was.
So you chased him?
I pursued him in a northerly direction.
He has cuts and bruises to his face.
Well, all's fair in love and war, know what I mean?
Do you think you might have been a little bit over-enthusiastic?
Are you kidding? I should get a medal.
Is your husband...
He's getting dressed. And he'll be praying.
We just
He
wondered...
spends his whole life praying, so why shouldn't he pray when God takes his only child?
Do you know how long he'll be?
There's no hurry, is there? Michael's dead.
Well, we don't know for sure, Mrs. Kenyon. That's why we need you to make an identification.
I'm not stupid, Constable. You've found his football jersey and his driving licence. Did you say that... that his face was disfigured?
I'm afraid so.
He took the car at 9:30 yesterday evening. He said he was going to do some revision at a friend's. We just thought he was punishing us.
Punishing you for what?
He didn't ask me if we could take the car.
And now he asked me.
Isn't your car?
Well, you weren't here.
No, I had a meeting. If he hadn't taken the car, he wouldn't have been in an accident, would he? It's as simple as that.
Something like this was bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it?
What do you mean, Mrs. Kenyon?
Which doesn't mean anything. He was in shock.
Well, I've got one of the relief with the FME now. Spaniard's been a bit stroppy.
Stroppy about what?
Well, we won't know that until the interpreter gets here, will we, sir?
I know that, Matthew. What I meant was...
This is the interpreter, Eleanor Glue. Inspector Monroe, Sergeant Boyden.
Alas, thanks, Steve. Miss Glue, good morning.
Sorry I'm late. I got stuck in the traffic. I did, seriously. There's been an accident. Traffic's terrible.
I think we're already aware of that, Miss Glue.
Oh, yes, well, he was. And it's all right about the name, by the way. I've heard all the jokes. They used to call me Yoo-hoo at school.
Right, well, if you'd like to come this way, Miss Glue.
Did you ask for absolution, Tom? Did the Almighty grant you that?
Pull yourself together, Val.
I just don't get this. The son's just been mangled in the car smash and all they can do is argue.
Oh, different ways of showing grief, I suppose.
The Spaniard blew 35, sir.
He's lucky then. Technically is legal.
Just.
Legal is legal, Matthew.
I still reckon it's a death by dangerous. He's probably over the limit when he crashed.
Right, have you got book 83?
Yeah, I'll get it.
He's fit to be detained, then?
The bruises are quite severe, but I reckon so. He's pretty angry, though, now that he's got someone to speak Spanish to. Your interpreter, Miss Glue. She's going at it 19 to the dozen.
Meaning?
Well, I don't speak much Spanish, but she seems to be telling him he can make a complaint if the arresting officers beat him up. Something like that.
Who's she working for, us or Amnesty International?
Bueno, yo tengo una gran queja con ese cabrón que me atacó. Y otra cosa, yo no manejaba el camión, ¿eh?
¿Por qué echaste a...
Miss Glue, with the greatest respect, you're here to translate for us.
Yes.
I hear you've told Mr. Mendes about his rights.
I was merely advising him on the rights he's entitled to as a visitor to this country.
Well, don't.
Sorry.
We advise him of his rights. You translate for us.
Nevertheless, he wants to make a complaint. He says the plainclothes policeman who arrested him beat him up pretty badly.
That was a civilian who stopped him running away from the scene of the crime.
Oh, really? He thought it was a policeman. El hombre que te pegó no fue el policía.
No.
No?
Puedo hacer una denuncia contra el que me pegó.
Can he still make a complaint for assault?
We'll talk about complaints later, shall we? You see, I know two people who will also complain. The parents of the kid who was killed when he collided with a truck, whose driver, a visitor to this country, had been drinking.
Something he just said, Sergeant.
Inspector?
Sorry.
Yes?
Well, he just said, just this second before you came in, he said he wasn't the driver. He was just a passenger getting a lift back to Spain. The driver ran away, he got scared, so he ran too.
Oh, come on. I've heard some things in my time.
That's what he said.
What is it?
Our eager witness, Carpenter. He says he saw the prisoner jump out the right-hand side of the cab.
Yes, so?
I mean, well, it might not amount to much, but the Spanish lorry, well, being Spanish, it's left-hand drive.
Can you hold on Sarge, the car that was in the fatal, H96 VTH, just had this guy reported it's stolen. He says that it's his dad's car and that his name is Michael Kenyon.
Michael Kenyon? Is he still on the line?
No, he hung up. He sounded pretty upset. I'm not surprised, though. He was supposed to be dead.
Would you come through now, please?
From Sierra Oscar receiving.
Yeah, go ahead, Sarge.
Free to speak, George.
Yes, Sarge.
You at the hospital?
Yes, Sarge, we're just going in to make the ID.
Michael Kenyon has just reported his dad's car stolen. They might get more than they bargained for.
5 minutes.
Number 66. Neighbour reported possible burglary.
But where George and Narika were just now, parents of the fatal.
Correction, parents of the non-fatal. It would seem that Michael Kenyon is alive and kicking.
I can only describe this as outrageous. It's totally outrageous. Why didn't you check more carefully before you subjected us to this ordeal?
It was a legitimate assumption to make, sir.
Legitimate, she said. We endured agony for 3/4 of an hour, girl.
He's okay.
Look what you
Don't
put my
make a
wife
scene.
through.
No, I'm quite all right, really.
It was your car, Mr. Kenyon, and Michael's football shirt was in it.
My son wouldn't have taken that car without my permission.
Yeah, well, maybe you're sorry it wasn't him.
It's obvious. He's a disciplined lad.
The victim did have your son's license, sir.
He must have stolen it, mustn't he? Thieves do steal things, you know.
Would you like us to take you home, sir?
No, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Mr. Kenyon, we never said that it was Michael. That's why we needed you for an identification.
No, but you insinuated, you see. That's the trouble with you people. You always insinuate.
I'll go around the back, Dave.
All right, Mike.
Mike! Ow, ow. Stop struggling. You're nicked. Get up.
What do you mean? I live here.
Oh, yeah?
I'm Michael Kenyon.
Make a habit of breaking into your own house, do you, Michael?
My house keys are with my car keys. It got nicked. I've just reported it.
Here, Dave.
What are these? Smarties?
I take it odds on ecstasy.
What are we going to do? Flush them down the bog?
you needn't have panicked, we're only here to investigate a break-in. Michael Kenyon, I'm arresting you for possession
Sierra
of
Oscar
drugs.
from 517. Sierra Oscar from 517.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, we found
Michael Kenyon alive and well and breaking into his own house. They've also done him for possession.
Possession? Possession of what exactly?
drugs.
My son doesn't have anything to do with drugs.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with much by all accounts.
Tom. Shut up, Val.
181 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead.
You're still at the hospital, Narika.
We're taking Mr. and Mrs. Kenyon home, Tony.
You caught that then?
Michael Kenyon's been arrested for possession, yeah.
What exactly did you mean by that last remark?
So did his mum and dad.
Right.
What are you suggesting? That I don't know my own son? This is preposterous. I think I need to speak to your superior officer.
Senior officer.
What?
Senior officer. We don't have superior officers.
Sí, así pasó. Mira, no dije nada antes porque es que estaba confundido.
He didn't say anything earlier because he was confused.
Well, if he wasn't driving, why did he run away?
He said because the driver did.
So he's been covering up for his friend by keeping stum.
He said he wasn't. He was just confused, in shock.
So why won't he tell us where the driver is?
He doesn't know.
All right, Miss Glue. You're supposed to be independent.
I'm sorry.
Please, ask him again. Does he know the name of the driver?
¿Cómo se llama el conductor?
Felipe Sánchez.
Felipe Sánchez.
Ask him why there were no papers in the driver's cab.
¿Por qué no estaban los documentos en la cabina?
No sé. A lo mejor se los tenía encima.
He doesn't know. Maybe Sánchez had them on his person.
Interview suspended at 0744.
¿Qué pasa?
I don't believe this. Didn't any of the witnesses see anyone else?
Not as far as we can ascertain, sir.
Kenyon's not the driver. He's not the driver. Some shift this is turning into.
He's not telling the truth, sir. It's garbage. He's a greasy date trying to wriggle off the hook.
Do you want me to translate that?
Your son's been arrested and is being interviewed, sir. I'm afraid you'll have to wait.
I want to speak to your superior... Your senior officer. There's been something of an error.
I'm afraid the duty officer's tied up at the moment. If you'd like to take a seat, he'll be with you as soon as he can.
Yeah, looks like dealing to us, Michael. The same stuff we found on you, we also found in your dad's car.
I said it was stolen.
Well, it's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? I mean, the bloke who nicked your car, you say you don't know, having a rather large quantity of the same drug.
So you left the stuff in there?
I didn't. Where was the car left, anyway?
Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
You sure you don't know who took the car?
I lent it to someone.
Who?
A bloke named Barry Oxley.
Barry Oxley?
Do we know?
Not many. Dealer and general lowlife on the part me. What's a bloke like you mixing with a bloke like Oxley?
He used to hang around outside school selling E. I thought it was a laugh.
Did you know he was banned from driving?
Yeah. I lent him my licence as well, just in case.
So why report the car stolen?
Because I panicked. If the car wasn't back by the time the old man got up, he'd have gone crazy. Look, I don't want to get Barry into trouble. He won't go down for this, will he?
He's gone one better than that.
Por favor, no te preocupes, ¿eh? Tranquilo, todo va a estar bien. Bueno, gracias. Muchas gracias, ¿eh? Haulage company confirms that Felipe Sánchez was the driver. They've never heard of a Paco Mendes. And, they went a bit hysterical when they heard that their lorry had been involved in an accident.
Not surprised. Well, we need to find out a little bit more about this, Mr. Sanchez. Yes?
Can I have a word, sir?
Excuse me.
That fatal earlier, the victim's believed to be one Barry Oxley.
Barry Oxley, eh?
I sent June and Gary round to speak to the mother, but there's no one in.
Puts a slightly different perspective on it, doesn't it, Bob?
Sir?
Well, hardly innocent lambs to the slaughter, is it?
And secondly...
What?
Mr and Mrs Kenyon are at the front office.
Why can't you deal with them?
They want to speak to the duty officer. Mr Kenyon wants to make a complaint about having been taken down to the hospital to identify the wrong body. It's all bluster, if you ask me.
Well, I didn't ask you, Bob. Tell them I have to wait.
Sir.
¿Y cómo se llama el restaurante?
El Miramar. Joder, tengo unas ganas de irme, ya estoy harto de este país.
Sí, son cabezotas, ¿eh?
No hay que lo digas.
Pues eso es todo.
Sí.
Bueno. He's been working in a Spanish restaurant in Clement Walk for a month, the Miramar. literally look at the sea. Hardly in Sunhill, hey? Sorry. Owner is an Alfredo Delgado. Felipe Sanchez is the owner's cousin, stays there when he does trips to England. Arrived last night, met Paco here. Paco is hacked off with England, thinks it stinks. I know how he feels.
Thank you, Eleanor.
And Sanchez says he'll take him home. Paco's delighted. They have a celebration supper, get going first thing in the morning, and wallop.
Wallop?
The accident.
Is Sanchez at the restaurant now?
Está Sanchez con su primo?
¿Dónde iría si no?
He doesn't think there's anywhere else for him to go.
Right. Interview terminated at 8:10.
Oiga, dame tu número.
What did he say?
Oh, he just asked me for my telephone number.
So where are we off to then?
Look, a long straw, Steve. We're off to Spain.
Sarge?
Got your passport?
Can't be true. It isn't true. He's a religious boy. He wouldn't take drugs. This is an outrageous slander on a boy's character.
Religious or not, he was found in possession of Class A drugs. He's admitted as much.
Religious? He's not religious. Don't you see, Tom? It was only a question of time before he turned against you for forcing your views down his throat.
He stole a car as well.
Of course.
He took it without my permission.
Well, he often did.
I want him charged with that as well. And if it's true he's got drugs on him, I don't want him in my house anymore. He's let me down. He's let us both down. Come on, Val.
No, I'm not leaving him.
You can lock him up and throw away the keys as far as I'm concerned.
You can't beat children into submission, can you? Not in this day and age. What'll happen to him?
He will be charged with possession with intent to supply. And if your husband wants to press charges for taking without consent, he will then be bailed to appear before magistrates. The rest is up to them.
We're closed. We're on police business, Mr. Delgado. We're not here for a pile. Is that Philip Sanchez? Thank you. Philip Sanchez. Philip Sanchez. Do you want to translate?
I understand. I speak English. Is the boy dead?
Yeah, he's dead. What was the idea? Leave the lorry here and skip the country?
Skip?
Get out of the country?
I don't think so. My cousin, he said I should report to you. I think when I got rid of beer, I would. Oh, there. You don't understand the shock, sir. Stupid fool driver, he came straight at me. He was on right-hand side of road. I think he's foreigner. I know you drive on the left. How do you say? Despierte bruscamente. I swerved to other side. He swerved to hit me. I was on correct side of road. He's mad. High on something. Fool.
I'm arresting you for causing death by dangerous driving. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Comprende?
Perhaps I should get the duty officer.
Perhaps you should. My neighbour said you lot was round earlier. My boy's not home. So what have you got him here for?
If you'd just like to take a seat, please, madam.
I don't want to ruddy well sit down. If you've got him here, I want to know why. You bully that boy. He hasn't been in trouble for 6 months. What you looking at?
Mrs. Kenyon.
Oh, Michael.
Come on. He's been bailed to appear in a month's time.
Thank you.
This him? This your boss? Oi, I want to know what's happened to my boy.
What's the problem?
What's the problem? Your mob was round my place half an hour ago. My son Barry ain't come home. So what have you nicked him for this time?
Mrs. Oxley.
Yeah, Mrs. Oxley.